All right, looks like we're live. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. We are talking about something that we have not talked about in a few years. And I had to go look it up on my video feed on my channel to see when I talked about this last. It was in August 2016 is when we first heard about this. And that was kind of weird that, something had been talked about, between 2 to 3 years ago. And now the CW, I found this by accident today. I found this on, someone shared on my Twitter feed something about, something from bloodydisgusting.com. And so I'm just going to read part of this because I was looking at a trailer for something and I found this. It says, the CW has ordered the pilot of the Lost Boys TV series. So we first heard about the CW developing the television series adaptation of the movies back in 2016. They initially passed on ordering the pilot at the time, and now finally ordered up the very pilot. And they got this from deadline.com. It says the CW originally developed a series adaptation. Well, that's basically what I just read. It says, while the project didn't go to pilot, the network brass remained very high on the title and had been looking to redevelop it. While Thomas had been busy with his Veronica Mars reboot for Hulu, a take by writer Heather Mitchell, who had done Scandal and Grey's Anatomy, got everyone excited, and the new adaptation picked up steam this development season. So, and then here's the log line that goes along with it. CW's small screen take on the classic vampire film. Welcome to sunny seaside Santa Carla, home to a beautiful boardwalk, all the cotton candy you can eat, and a secret underworld of vampires. After a sudden death of their father, that's interesting, two brothers move to Santa Carla with their mother, who hopes to start anew in the town where she grew up. But the brothers find themselves drawn deeper and deeper into the seductive world of Santa Carla's eternally beautiful and youthful undead. So, and that's all we have. We don't have any more information than that. But I wanted to get on here and talk about this because, well, whether you're new or you followed my channel to a long time, I'll let you in on a little secret. Lost Boys is one of my favorite movies of all time. Okay. There are not too many movies that I would put on, that I could count on my hand that I would say are my favorites. But Lost Boys is one of them. So, and I know everyone has their opinions on the sequels they did. Nothing beats the original. But I feel like we've had a little time pass now since we've had the sequels. And if they're going to throw a fresh spin on it, which actually what's interesting is it actually sounds like it's going to be, it's not going to be just called The Lost Boys and put in the Santa Carla world. It sounds like a series that's based on the movie. Like they could be like redoing the movie as a series. And then obviously expanding it, seeing as the original was an hour and a half. you're not going to have, unless it was a mini series, and you could have like a 3-parter and whatever. But no, this is a going to be a regular TV. Well, we hope. Nothing's been, it's there's a process to this. They call for the pilot. Doesn't mean that this thing is all completely done and green lit. We're going to get a pilot, and then they're going to go from there and see what they think of it. If it's done well, I don't see why they couldn't make something of it. I mean, the CW does some pretty good supernatural stuff. My wife, every week, faithfully, one of the things that she's excited about is Supernatural. And I watch it with her once in a while. I know what the series is like. I haven't known every plot twist, every beast they killed on there. But I know Supernatural is one of the longest going series right now. It's very popular. And I know that The Lost Boys has a very long, distinct cult following. And I'm sure some fans would be like, well, they got to get some of the original cast in there to do like appearances. I could picture this is just off the top of my head, something goofy. If they actually did this would just completely blow my mind. I think it'd be simple, yet it'd be funny. If you look back at the old series, the first time we run into the Frog Brothers is in that comic book shop. Wouldn't it be funny if they took Sam, who was Corey Haim's character, and do something similar, like him running around, alone on the boardwalk of Santa Carla or something similar? I don't know. I think they could still do it. I don't know. I have no clue what the boardwalk is like today or what's down there. But they could do something similar, like he walks into some shop and Corey Feldman would be like the odd guy behind the counter, just kind of, keeping an eye on him, and it would be just like he'd be on screen just for like a brief second, because in the movie there was like the odd hippie couple behind the counter watching TV, and they were in the shadows and you could barely see them. I could see them doing something like that. I think that would draw in some of the cult classic, Lost Boys followers like myself. It doesn't. They shouldn't try to. You can only do Corey Feldman as the Frog Brothers guy, Edgar Frog, so many times. You're not going to bring him in now to do this. They should, if they're going to do something like that, they should bring him in for something completely separate. And and unfortunately, there's only so many they could bring in. A good chunk of the cast is passed away now. Corey Haim's passed away. Brooke Carter is passed away. I can't think of that. The grandpa, he's passed away. I can't think of his name. And then the head vampire who was dating Lucy, I can't think of his name. Edward Herman, is that his name? I can't think of it. But he just passed away within the last few years as well. So, there's only so many people. If they're going to do something like that, and they just bring people in for just, well, you could bring in, and I don't think they could bring in someone like, I'm trying to think of people they could bring in on a budget. I don't think they could bring in Kiefer Sutherland or maybe Jason Patrick or Jamie Gertz, but I think Donald Sutherland Kiefer Sutherland would command too high of a price, unless you would do it for free or a very cheap price for nostalgia purposes. So yeah, it's exciting. They're finally making it. This was a few years ago that they were doing this. I still love the movie dearly. Like I said, it's one of my favorites. So Demon Rocks is in the chat. What is up? Who died? In the movie. Oh, you're talking about Kiefer Sutherland's vampire character. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah. He obviously wouldn't, well, unless they brought him back as the head vampire for this one. Oh, that'd be slick. That'd actually be really cool. But no, he wouldn't reprise his old character. So yeah, we'll see. Hey, Willie Bowen is in here. What's up? So yeah, I just wanted to put that on here. Excuse me. Just wanted to put that on here. Trying to get some people talking about it. Like I said, I found it by accident. So I'm sure there's some people who missed it. So I want to make sure that if there are people out there who, are fans of the movie, because people who love stuff like that look up stuff all the time. So, hey, they're going to find news. Maybe they'll find this, be talking about it. I want to know what you guys want out of this new TV series. I'm just excited it's finally getting made. And I honestly think with today's budget and as big as CW is getting, like I said, if they can do a almost 15-year series of Supernatural with the crazy fan base that has, I mean, they got to have a decent budget. There's no reason why they couldn't do a Lost Boys and do it well. So better idea than the Friday the 13th TV show. Yeah, God, what was that? Early to mid 90s that came out? That didn't even have anything to do with Jason or anything. That was just stupid. I remember when that came out. But yeah, and the CW is working on some other series, but this specifically was on the Deadline or bloodydisgusting.com. I'm not going to talk about what the other series were because I have no clue what they are. I'm not going to bother talking about them. But the Lost Boys, that caught my eye. That was like, oh, so they're doing this. So well, I'm going to try to keep an eye out for that, do a little, searching here and there throughout the year and see and see how the progress goes on it, to see if it's successful after the pilot. And, I'll keep reporting on it. And it's honestly something I think I would probably review on here as well. That new series, The Passage, is actually really good. I've been watching that on Monday nights. And they're, 2 episodes into the series. So, if you like vampires or supernatural type series, go check that out on Monday nights. It's on Fox, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to talk about the news breaking itself about that. And if you got any wish lists for nostalgia purposes hitting the new series itself, like I mentioned earlier a few minutes ago, drop them on me. Let's talk about it. Let's have some fun with this. Maybe someone will watch this and get some ideas, and we'll have some nostalgic callbacks to the series. And I don't want them to be like super campy or corny, but they could have fun with it at the same time, because that movie was everything. It had some gore, had some romance, it had some campy humor. It was everything. It was a very complete 80s movie. It was awesome. So Yeah, Steven Rocks. Yes. Yes, I do want to watch it. So all right. That's all we're going to do for this one. I'm going to get ready to watch some Wild Women of Wrestling, and we'll be also watching Impact right after that. So it's a loaded night of television here at Casa de J-Bone, and we'll be going live after Impact is live to talk about that. So we'll see you guys later on tonight for that. Much love, everyone. Have a good one.